Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to give you 6 tools to build bigger traps. Before I get into this topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. If you need coaching, I'd love to work with you. Check out the link down below. And don't forget, every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, I'm here on the YouTubes with Massive Iron Live. All right, let's talk about traps, building big mountain peak trapsicles or whatever you want to call them. Let's talk about some tools to build bigger traps. Traps are considered one of my better body parts, and I have kind of a mild, if you want to say mild, I have a major obsession with building big traps. I love yoke strength. I love the deadlift, and I love topping my deadlift strength with a lot of trap strength, a lot of trap power, and a lot of big, beefy yoke work. Now, when it comes to traps training, there's a lot of it's just simply boring. A lot of it is lifeless. I don't see a lot of inspired traps training. When people come to me asking about how I built bigger traps, the honest truth is a lot of passion and a lot of crazy methods. And we're going to get into that a little bit in this video. I have 6 methods in this video that really helped me increase my traps growth. So let's dive in. All right, number 1 is the inclusion of static holds. I basically, during my training, will add static holds whenever I can. On the last set of deadlifts, after you're done with your reps, I'll just stand there and hold the bar. On the last set of deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, I'll do the same thing. Just stand there and hold the bar as long as I can. These sort of static holds will add tension and stress onto the traps, and they're like icing on the cake. You can do this whenever you want. You don't have to do this on every last set of deadlifts or RDLs, but you can add them whenever you want, even on barbell rows. When I'm doing shrugs, my regular shrug sets, one easy thing you can do is before you set the weight down, just hold it as long as possible. Even if you're doing mind muscle shrugs or mind muscle dumbbell shrugs or Smith shrugs or whatever the heck you're doing, you can just sit there when you're done, holding the weight at arm's length. And that's kind of like post-failure brutality, if you will. It's just an excellent way to add a lot of additional stress without adding in more sets. All right, tip number 2, and this is something rarely talked about, but it's very important. If you want big traps, you're going to have to hammer your shoulders hard. When you do overhead pressing, and I know there's a few gurus out there who are so anti-overhead pressing these days, it's nauseating, but the overhead press is important not just for side delt development, but also for trap development. I like to work my shoulders hard with a barbell overhead press variation, a dumbbell overhead press variation, even the inclusion of side laterals or upright rows. All of these movements hit the traps hard. When you are pressing overhead, it's not just the shoulders that are involved, it is your traps. This goes for dumbbell overhead press, barbell overhead press, even side lateral raises. You're going to hit your traps. So I want you guys to remember this. Get really passionate about your shoulder development, your shoulder strength, and your overhead pressing, even your side laterals. This will just contribute to really good trap development. All right, tip number 3, go beyond mind-muscle connection. Now, there's nothing wrong with the mind-muscle connection. If you want to do the mind-muscle connection shrugs, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I'm going to give you a tip to increase the potency of these types of mind-muscle shrugs. But before we do so, I want to remind you guys that the traps are a big, beefy muscle group, and they can take a beating. They can take a huge beating. You can hold a lot of weight just at arm's length, and the traps are working hard to keep your damn arms attached. They can take punishment. I want you to consider adding each week in a few sets of power shrugs. We're not talking sloppy, but we're talking focused and with a little bit more power than your mind muscle shrugs. Your traps can handle a lot of weight and a lot of volume. And one big mistake is that lifters don't challenge them enough with heavy ass weight and with volume. Now, a little minor point to think about. the range of motion on a shrug is extremely minimal. So overall, you're going to have a reduced time under tension or time under stress because of this. Now, we're not going to obsess about time under tension, but it's a good thing to consider because there's a limited range of motion. Adding in more volume is just going to increase time under stress, and this will help with traps development. All right, trap tip number 4, try 2 to 3 sets a week of bulldozer shrugs. What the heck are these? This is more of your mind muscle-y type of stuff, right? Instead of just doing boring shrugs, right? We're going to do what I call bulldozer shrugs. Why do I name it? I don't know. You got to name it something different. You're going to have to give it a name to differentiate it from boring shrugs, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to do your mind muscle reps, okay? We're going to do about 8%. Do a 1 second static hold at the top and then a 2 second static hold at the bottom. And you're going to do your rep, hold, down, hold for 2 seconds. Rep, hold, down for 2 seconds. You're going to continue this for 8 reps. Now, once the 8 reps are done, you're going to finish off with as many explosive reps as you can of power shrugs. So we're going to start with mind muscle and we're going to finish with power shrugs. Do as many reps as you can until you feel like you can't go anymore. And then if you really want punishment, finish off with a static hold. All right, trap tip number 5, power shrug hell. This is something I created a long time ago and one of my favorite crazy ways to train traps. This is all power shrugs. You start with about 135 pounds on the bar and you knock out 10 reps. Then you're going to rest a little bit. You're going to rest a minute to 3 minutes, whatever you need. You're going to put extra plates on the bar. You can put 25s on each side or 45s on each side, depending on how big your juicy testicles are, right? How strong you are. Then you're going to repeat. You're going to do 10 more reps. You're going to add another 25-pound plate on the side, a 45-pound plate on the side, whatever works for you. Get your rest in, do 10 more reps. You're going to continue this process of adding weight, doing 10 reps, resting, adding weight, doing 10 reps, resting until you can't hit 10 reps, and then you are done. All right, finally, this is something I give to a lot of my clients. It's called the Shrug 5+5. So we're going to set a timer for 60 to 120 seconds. And during this time, we're going to have a cycle where we're going to do 5 shrug reps. You can do mind muscle if you want, or you can do power shrugs, but we're going to do 5 shrug reps. And then we're going to hold the bar for 3 to 5 seconds. And then we're going to continue doing 5 reps, hold the bar for 3 to 5 seconds until our time runs out. So you can start with 60 seconds. You can start with 90. You can start with 120. Do that cycle, 5 reps, rest 3 to 5 seconds, and continue till the time is up. Now, you can do multiple sets of these. So if you want to finish this block timed set, rest a couple minutes and do another one, have at it. When you're done with the second one, if you have big juicy testicles, you can do a static hold to finish off. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.